My name's Eric from Cautious Funday, joined by Interstellar Object. We're sharing the bill for New York City Alternafest, Saturday, January 24th, 2026. So I'm just going to jump right in. Why don't we take a moment just for everybody to introduce themselves? We got Luke.
Hello, I'm Luke. I play drums. Jonathan, I play guitar. Hey, Ulysses, I play bass.
Hi, I'm Bella. I play guitar.
Hey everyone, I'm Raquel. I'm the singer.
Hey, Telby, I play keyboards.
Great. Well, a six piece. I'm so excited to jam with you guys and hear your music. I wonder if anybody would like to talk about how you formed this band.
Yeah, basically, Telby and John and I went to school together, and we've been playing together for a long time at this point. And so we were jamming, writing some new songs, working on some new material. And Raquel and Bella, actually, I used to teach way back in the day. And so Raquel hit me up. She was interested in playing some songs. And we met a few times, started jamming, and then the time was right. And we're just like, let's join forces. And thus the object was born.
All right, cool.
Yeah, and Ulysses and Kelby and I were in a previous band, maybe about 8 or 9 years ago, and we all went our separate ways through the pandemic. And then over the pandemic, everyone's just like starving for music, and we're all locked in our apartments playing music with ourselves. And I think really just maybe 2021, 2022, I was at a party with Ulysses and Kelby, and I'm just like, hey, we should like just start playing music together. Like just get together and jam and see what happens. And from there, we just booked like studio time. We would book like 3 hour sessions, just show up with our instruments.
Hmm.
Ulysses with his bass, Kelby on keys, and just me on guitar and like a drum pedal. And we would just like jam and improvise for hours. And we would record it on my phone and then listen back later and be like, I like that one part that we played, or there was a cool melody or that we jammed on for a little bit. And a few of the songs that we have today are actually a result of just some improvised jam sessions that we played together over the past 2 years. And then a little bit of covers and some songs that we're starting to write together. Yeah, it's been a pretty cool journey so far.
Awesome. So important to press record, right? Capture everything.
Yeah, every rehearsal, I'm just pressing record and getting ideas down and just getting everything on tape.
Cool.
Yeah.
Kelby, anything you want to say about the forming of the band?
The guys got it pretty covered, but yeah, me and John go way back from like high school, literally like being in, like high school band and playing then. So we've been doing this for a while. And of course, Ulysses I met in college, and they gave you the whole spiel. And yeah, we just, the best part about these guys is it's pretty laid back. There's not a big expectation in a good way. And I think that allows us to be creative and a little silly and have a lot of fun. And yeah, it's just a really good time. So it's just, we're in the beginning phase. I think this show is our first big show with everybody there and mostly originals. We did one with covers. So we're really excited to get that off the ground. This is uncharted territory for us. So that's, looking forward to it.
Yeah, I'm excited to hear because I know you guys are in the process of putting some stuff out for 2026 and excited to hear you on Saturday, January 24th. And maybe we can combine these two questions of influences for the music that you write and also what the audience can expect when they come out to hear you.
We definitely love to jam. That's why we had to get the recordings out, because we would just keep jamming, and we finally were like, all right, we got to write some lyrics or do something. John is definitely influenced by Fish and Grateful Dead. Me and Ulysses we like those bands, but have like a little bit of a jazz influence. We all love to rock really hard. So it's just those kinds of things. Rock, it's really generic to say, but it's rock. We love to rock. Yeah, and just to also mention how much Bella and Raquel add, because it just adds like a whole other layer. Raquel's an amazing singer. She just can just kill it. And I've watched her grow as a musician over the years, and it's really fun. And Bella is she's just like a rocker. She just knows how to show up and just play the shit down. And so it's really fun to work with them and have them be part of the band too. I was going to say, when we first started with these jamming ideas, I was playing drums a couple times, which like I suck. So it's awesome that Luke is here to actually play drums properly and like rock out and help realize what we're supposed to sound like.
Awesome.
Actually, the way we got started was actually through covering classic rock songs. Maybe Raquel and Isabel and Luke want to speak to this. Like we were, maybe you want to talk about our first gig and like how that kind of just started the whole band. Take us through that first car show.
Yeah. Even before the car show, I feel like first practice, right? That was my first time meeting like three of you, right? Like Luke, John, and Kelby. That was my first time meeting you. And I feel like from the start, it was like an instant connection. Pretty quick, we were able to just listen to low, just classic rock. It was very quick and easy to flow. And from there, yeah, the car show was a bunch of covers, but it was very easygoing and very good for us to just, I don't know, see how we play with each other, get a vibe. And I feel like we like instantly clicked. So.
Yeah, I agree with that for sure. Definitely I think like one of the first things we like tried to play together was Whipping Post. And like after and like it was just choppy like the first time we went through it, but I was like, wow, we actually like sound really good. And it's a hard tune. Getting something like that down, Bella said, like instantly made it like, oh, okay, like we actually know what we're doing. We're not just like fumbling around. So that was pretty cool, especially just adding like our own style to like everything that like all the covers that we do made it really interesting. Like everyone is like accentuating different parts than usual and like just adding new things as it goes along. It just feeds more and more into making better originals too. So it's been really cool.
Yeah, the car show was such a success. We all brought a great sound. Yeah, our sound sounds so great. We bring great harmonies. Every rehearsal, we just click together as a group. And yeah, it's been a great time so far, and it's been really fun getting to know everyone and playing with everyone.
Sounds like a great origin story, and I'm excited to hear all those influences coming together. And sounds like a great live show experience. So, being at these formative stages, it's a lot of excitement going on. You have this gig coming up on the 24th. What else is in store for Interstellar Object for 2026?
I think the cool part is we don't know because we're so new. So I could see I'm sure we're definitely going to want to put out some sort of album. I'm sure we still got a couple of covers in our lineup for our set list. So I wouldn't be surprised if we write some more tunes. And we're still evolving. So I wouldn't be surprised if the sound kind of evolves too.
Just my point of view, like music is a way it's just like a universal language. And if we can just get people out there listening and moving around and just like being in a different world just for 45 minutes of our set, and we can change people for just like that short amount of time, I think that's a pretty cool thing that only music can really achieve. So hopefully our creativity and our talent really makes people have a great time when they see us. Get out in outer space, interstellar.
Hey, yeah.
Hell yeah. I'll just add that what Bella was saying earlier about like when we met and started jamming together and good energy. And I think it's really fun. I don't think anyone in the group takes themselves too seriously. And it's just like a good time. And if it comes to the show, we have a few songs that I think you'll be surprised by. And there might even be some audience participation. So it's going to be a hoot.
Great. That leads me into my next question. What are you most excited about for the show on the 24th? Maybe a new song, or just is playing live just what you're excited about? What are you looking forward to?
I think all these songs we haven't really debuted, so it's the big debut of all of this. Getting the audience into it. We practice like bantering to an imaginary audience, and we seem to like have fun doing that. So I can't wait to do that and just get people dancing and moving. Me, Ulysses, and John have been in bands before where the music was good and all that, but maybe it was a little stiff, or maybe the audience interaction wasn't quite there. Like everyone said, we're a little looser in a good way. So I'm looking forward to letting loose. And I have a new synth that I haven't tried out. So I'm very excited to do that. Yeah. What is that?
Yeah, I think to add to that, I think at the end of the day, like we're not taking ourselves super seriously, and we can just kind of, like Kelby said, just have fun. And I think bringing that energy to a crowd is really like one of my favorite parts of being a musician. It's just like letting people just be themselves, enjoy the music, and just take it as they see it.
John's also the pedal master. You wait till you see him. You got to see it. Yeah, that's all I got to say. So I won't spoil the surprise. But John and his pedals, like sounds I've never heard in my entire life.
Oh, exciting. All right. The anticipation is building. I can't wait to hear the debut of some originals, hear how you're interpreting some covers. It sounds really exciting.
There's also a birthday party. Is that what I saw in the event poster? One of your band members?
Yeah. Our guitarist is having a birthday party. His birthday is the day after.
Oh,
We're
okay.
celebrating that night. We're playing at 11. We're probably going to hit midnight on that night too. So it'll be good.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Well, I'll be there. We'll have a beer together or something.
Hey, that sounds great. If you could say if there's any song you're excited to hear from Cautious Funday in terms of hearing us live, any song stands out, helps us for feedback, helps us know what people like.
I was listening to the older EP, I think from 2024, and I like that sound, like we were talking about a little earlier about that kind of jumpy sound, but I like that Seasonal Lover song. I thought that was cool. And like the lyrics are really solid on that one. A little deeper than just like a beat ska tune.
Oh, all right. Awesome. Yeah, we love playing that one live. And so we're so happy to share the stage with you and hear the music. Really excited to collaborate here and just watch the journey unfold for Interstellar Object. Now, people are going to want to know how to follow this journey. Anybody want to share how they can follow you?
Yeah, I manage the social media account for now. So we're just on Instagram right now. Our handle is Interstellar Object Music. I just got a subscription to Distro Kid. So that's a way that you can upload all your music. We don't have anything like recorded in the studio right now, but I think maybe I'll put out some live audio or just something from a rehearsal just to get our name out there. But we have a lot of work to do on that department, I would say. But looking forward to it.
Awesome. Any final words? Any final thoughts?
I think we can't wait to play. We can't wait to get out there and show the people what we've been up to. Yeah, as far as influences, it just gets a little more specific. That it's interesting. It's, of course, Bob Weir just passed away, and I know that's a big influence, especially with John and his musical upbringing. And that sort of jam bandy blues stuff and sort of the atmosphere of Pink Floyd and that vibe of that music. Those are big. I think those are big things for us. And also just silliness too. Just like those are heavy, especially Pink Floyd. You think like heavy stuff. Like we go there a little bit, but it's always, we kind of always pull it back a little bit and just are there to have a good time.
All right, awesome. On behalf of Cautious Funday, we're excited to have a good time and celebrate, play music, bring people together, get people moving, keep people celebrating life and music. So thank you so much for taking this time for meeting with me, and we'll see you all on the 24th. Thank you so
Thanks,
much.
man. We appreciate the interview.
Yeah, thank you.
Sure.
Yeah,
Thank you.
thank you so much.
Oh, my pleasure. Thank you. Thanks for coming in.